That's right. They thought they were cool. Well, how cool are you today? Can y'all make up a rap song about this?
Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Get Ranked. Thanks you for all you who showed up. Let's introduce our guests. First, we have Kenzo.
How we doing? Happy to be here in hell.
All right. And Cloud?
Hey, I'm Cloud. It's great to be here.
Then we have Ryan, Legion Gaming.
What is going on? Thanks for the invite. And normally I'd be on camera, but it's Sunday, so I'm being a lazy piece of shit.
And then, as always, we have my co-host Extra Zero.
What's up? I feel like every week I look more and more like Lethal Lightning. It's nuts.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put Australian flag behind you and start.
Yeah, I know. I just have to start talking like the merchant from Resident Evil 4. Like, what you buying? Another mission done and dusted, cunt. With a CAWNT. You know.
Yes. I think he was actually wearing a Aussie flag this week on the full Aussie.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I have to say, because he saved my butt again, thank you to Ryan. Every time somebody has to cancel on me or drop out, he saves my butt. So I made a new product. I think I'm gonna start selling them. You bring that up, Zero?
Oh no!
Wait, where is it? Where am I looking?
It should be in the DMs.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me get over here. Let me open a new tab. Oh boy. All right. Presenting for your viewing pleasure. It's very similar to a health official's candle. I got to set the stage for this one.
There we go. I'm going to start selling these. The Saint, Ryan, Legion Gaming. Praise be him.
That's pretty funny. I like that.
I need to get me some of those.
It needs like a sound effect. Like a,
Yeah, put some
like
choir
as soon as
singing
you light
on
it.
All right. Next up, we're gonna bring up our panel. Let's see.
Shut up, Dermy.
Ready?
Ryan is always a good side piece.
Let's play that music.
Speaking of butts being safe, Damie's not here.
Oh, he should be in the chat, is he?
Yeah, he's in the
He's
chat.
in there.
He'll
He'll
be
be here
called Extra
soon.
Zero a snob.
Yeah, he's always called me a snob. He says I have lofty takes. He accused me and Lofty of being the same person, despite the fact that we have been on the same. We've been on opposite sides of debates, and he's like, I think you and Lofty are the same person.
Oh, he's the one to talk with that paranormal activity take. He still won't let go.
I know.
Okay, let's do the screen intro. The dun, dun, dun.
All right, let me get this up as we prepare for our ranking reveal.
Oh, the build up. Oh, it's intense. Okay. I was off on that. I hit the wrong button. Okay, there you go. Ta-da!
We got it again.
We're going to get that right at some point.
There we go.
All right.
We got the late squeaker.
And then Extra is gonna read what we gotta do here. What the
All
rules.
right. So, you know what? I had the rules up. So I'm dropping the ball on this one. But the rules are very simple. This is how it's going to work. Devil's going to present every choice, and you guys will have the opportunity for a healthy debate using a group of criteria to help you decide where we think it ranks. And at the end, we're going to tell Devil where it should sit on the list. At the end, we're going to have one last opportunity for adjustments, just in case any of us have changed your mind or, feel like some of the options outweigh others before it is locked in. And if we find we're being deadlocked, we're going to give Devil the meaning. We're tied on a choice. Devil is our tiebreaker for adjustments, and he will decide where it should land. Other than that, the only rules are to please don't break the terms of service, because one of the few things that has more power than the Devil are Susan Wojcicki and the YouTube Satanist gods.
And our criteria for judging this week is going to be how broad appeal, the broad appeal of the show, if it's very niche or if it's pretty big.
Niche.
Yeah, there's the word. Their growth with how their fan base grew, how popular they were. Did they stay true to the manga if they are based on a manga? And uniqueness, just how unique of a story it is. Does it, because some of them are pretty much the same damn show. Like if you've seen Naruto and you've seen Black Clover, they're the same damn show. So, okay. So first up, we are going to do Bleach. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, it's a iconic show for sure.
Has tons of waifus.
Yeah, a lot of girls.
I would just like to say, for the record, it's nice to have the void this time. To clarify,
yeah.
Since the last time I was here, D was like low tier.
Yeah, I told Dermy we all previously agreed. This one right here, he's gonna be very upset, but no, I'm not gonna do that to him. He's so fucked up. He's probably blood coming out his ears right now.
He said everybody that sides against Extra Zero gets $5. So, I'm waiting for Extra Zero to make his answer first.
It's funny because, like, with Bleach, I watched it in probably 2004. I had a bootleg of it, so I watched a sub first before watching the dub. I think the first two seasons are pretty strong and had pretty good cliffhangers, but after that, I kind of lost. I feel like it lost momentum and I lost interest. So I'm gonna say C.
Did you finish it, Zero?
No, I didn't. So.
No, I didn't finish it either, man.
Neither did I. I didn't even finish the manga because it was around the time
I've not read the manga.
that Shonen Jump decided, we're going all digital. I'm like, fuck you. I want the physical books.
Yeah.
I like how Dermy can be in the chat, but
I love you, Dermy.
He's probably still at work. I'd probably go with a B personally. Yeah, 2000. I mean, a lot of these a long time ago. Thinking about some of these things, but I'd say probably B.
Yeah.
God, I graduated high school just in 2003, so that's how long ago this shit it's been.
There was a large drag when it got to about third season, I'd say. But when he was trying to get to the actual going to the city and actually getting there, I enjoyed it. So, but my opinion don't matter. So who said B and who said C, and how many do we got?
I said B.
I also said B.
I'll go with C.
Go with C.
I agree with C still. I'm keeping with that. Just
okay, so we're split.
We literally split.
You know what? I enjoyed it, so I'll hit it on the B. I'll go with the B. All right. Next we have Demon Slayer, brand new, just its second season, I think.
Third.
Oh, is it on its third finally?
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about this? Has anybody watched it?
I have not, but I've seen tons of memes from it.
I haven't seen the newest season, but I've liked what I've seen so far. The artwork's amazing.
Didn't they just recently have like a movie in theaters too during the COVID?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it? Yeah. I think I think it would be an A. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know much about that. Derby says Demon Slayer is an S. Anyone that disagrees is lofty.
God. So what so it's definitely towards the top, I'm guessing.
It's definitely like
Yeah.
A or above.
Here above. So where do you guys let me move this up?
I think A.
I haven't seen
Ryan's in
it, so I can't say.
What about you, Cloud? Where are you?
I don't know. I mean, I also haven't seen it, so I can't really give a valid, opinion.
I didn't see the movie, but I did hear really good things from people that went and saw it. And Paul says Demon Slayer is S tier, so I seems like we got a pretty unanimous A or above. So
So we have 2 A's. The crowd says S. But you guys are the ones that matter, so we'll put it in A. You guys have to take the heat.
that's fine. I'm sure Dermy will do a video for tomorrow about this.
Yo, yeah. How fucked up we are. How dare they?
Paul and Dermy are saying it's S tier. So I have friends that absolutely love it.
Going by some of the other stuff that's on the list, though, that we're going up against is A or above, as I said.
So you guys want to move it to S tier?
I'll stick with A. I'm cool to stick with A.
I'll stick with
Okay. All right. Digimon. Now this one I didn't even know if I should put on there because it's so like I don't even know if I even fully put it in anime, but I know it's an anime, so it means. But
I watched all of this. I watched this and Monster Hunter back in the day.
I only ever saw the first season.
I have seen it, but it was kind of, to me, a kids' TV show. Like not anime.
Yeah, that's the thing is I doing the westernized animes. I have to
Pokemon's
balance
on here, so
I
Yeah.
have to balance that.
I know of Digimon, but my at the time my sister was watching Pokemon stuff, so I know more about that. I don't know much about Digimon, but it seems like it's probably kind of really close to what Pokemon is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe I don't know. I kind of feel like it's just derivative in my opinion. So I don't know. I'd probably say C, but
I'd say C. It's very mid. It's very middle of the road. It's entertaining, and that's the thing. It's entertaining, but I can't like tell you anything that happened other than like the Digimon like pool. They're hey, I'm losing really bad, but I got the shit kicked out of me, but I'm going to Digivolve and become the most powerful fucking thing to ever grace the screen. And that was like the plot device was the Digivolving and.
Yeah, and I would say that you have to consider the broad appeal, and I don't know how broad the appeal is. It really did kind of only go with kids. Like at least Pokemon.
Your diehard fans, the same with every franchise, I guess. But like you say, in comparison to Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, it's not. It's got to be around C.
Yeah, it seems pretty
it's not
niche.
D or avoid.
I think
unless you just have big nostalgia for it, I don't see that broad of an appeal.
I think Pokemon drastically holds up much better.
Oh, definitely.
For sure.
The legacy of Pokemon is without question.
Yeah.
So I'm really gonna stick with C on Digimon, even though Dermy's disagreeing with all of us.
I agree.
Pokemon is on this list, but the one
It
thing
is,
I say to get to just say that what I think is different between Digimon and Pokemon is I said with Digimon, there's things that I don't really remember, but there are very iconic things that happen in Pokemon, like beating Brock and meeting Giovanni and the actual
the SSAN.
Pokemon. Yeah. So we'll get to that, but
okay, so C it sounds like is where everyone's at.
Yeah.
All right. Next up we have And Dragon Ball Z, one of the biggins.
Mm-hmm.
So now how do you guys feel about this? Because there are people who don't like Dragon Ball, but they're just few and far between. So how do you guys feel about it?
I think it's iconic. If y'all remember when that live action movie came out, what a travesty that thing was.
Oh God.
I didn't even bother to watch it.
Don't get my wife started in it because she's like that ruined James Marsden's career.
In fact, I sailed the high seas for the PSP game, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is even worse."
Yeah. I think its legacy extends really well, in my opinion. Almost probably as well as Pokemon has.
Yeah. And I think it has pretty broad appeal too.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people. There's people who don't even like manga or anime, and they like Dragon Ball. So it's pretty broad.
Are we talking about just Dragon Ball Z or like?
Oh yeah, I should say that. If one is one of the because like with Pokemon, you have so many Pokemon. You got Pokemon, then you got Pokemon this, and you got Pokemon that. You know,
Naruto. You got Naruto Shippuden, and
yeah. So I decided what we'll do is we'll just take the most popular probably of it and just call it as all of them, because otherwise we would have 5-6 Pokemon up here and stuff.
Yeah,
so
it's S tier.
S tier.
Damn, you're wrong. I would say it's iconic. The manga's iconic. Like most people, know what it is. Outside of anime, just from like it being used in like merch and stuff.
Yeah, pop culture itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you run up and you yelled Kamehameha, the crowd would know what the hell you're saying.
Yeah.
You run up and say Gum Gum Cannon, they would be like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? So it does have a very huge thing.
And there is a few changes, obviously, in the Western versions, and there's so many different dubs of it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I always remember them always saying, "Oh, he's gone off to another dimension." It's like, no, dude, he's dead, yo.
So we've got an S and we've got an A. Cloud and Ryan, where are you guys?
I'm on A.
You're on A. Cloud, where are you?
I'd probably give it an A as well.
Okay, so we got and Zero. You said A?
I said I said A. I would give it an S, other than the fact that I feel like it should have ended after the Cell Saga. Like I like the Boo Saga, but I feel like it kind of falls.
Are you sure you and Lofty are not the same person?
Okay,
well, this is going to be a hot take for me. I actually like GT.
We'll see.
I got
There's parts of GT I liked.
I haven't got to see it yet. I plan on it, but I just haven't got to. Okay, so we've got Full Metal Alchemist. Now, I know that everyone tends to like Brotherhood more, but so this is Brotherhood 2. Just to let you know. So how do you guys feel about Full Metal Alchemist?
I unfortunately have to sit this one out. I don't know anything about it.
Never seen it?
No. Trust me, I have a backlog of anime that I want to watch. So I'm adding stuff to it, but yeah, that's one I haven't seen.
What about the rest?
And I think it's really good. Now the first, the original one doesn't follow the manga as well, but I think but it was still successful. So I think that if it wasn't successful, we wouldn't have Brotherhood.
Yeah. There are people who are intensely fan about this, get tattoos about it. Like that. What was that one? A lady who was a volleyball player in the Olympics had a heart made Full Metal tattooed on her. So yeah, there are people. They have some fans that really love Full Metal Alchemist. So
yeah.
I'm familiar with what it is, but it's one I haven't actually watched. It's one like one of my close friends is, like you said, is bang on it and always told me to watch it, but I never got around to watching it.
I've also cosplayed as Edward before.
Nice.
I like both. I like Full Metal and I like Brotherhood, and I like that they're both what I consider to be successful. Like, again, they kind of ran into like the Game of Thrones problems where they were ahead.
I'm already a Philistine because I haven't seen it. Dermy says, the fuck, man. I didn't have a bad take. I just said I haven't seen it.
All right. Well, you know what? I was working on a Dermy meme, so I'm gonna share it right now. You know, I'm a master multitasker, and while we've been doing this,
Meanwhile, back in
That is incredible.
you know, when Dermy finally gets off his job and gets on this show, he's gonna come and have a list, and he's all, these people aren't allowed.
all right. So I actually, you know, even if it deviated from the manga, given the circumstances, I like the split. I like both scenarios. Like, I like Brotherhood a little bit better, but I appreciate what they did with the original anime, and I think that there are a lot of iconic and memorable things that came out of it, like how they handle Roy Mustang, you know, the Chimera stuff. I want to give it. I lean towards S, but I recognize it's an A.
Okay, so we got 1A. What were you guys? The other ones?
See, I haven't seen it, you know, so I can't really comment.
Well, you can also just go off of what you have seen.
Yeah,
You've seen the characters and stuff,
yeah,
right?
that's it. I'll agree with A. I wouldn't say, you know, I think it's better than Demon Slayer or Dragon Ball Z. So
Okay, so I got 2A's. Cloud?
Well, I guess I'll give it an S.
S. Okay, and then Ryan?
I'll go with the people who've seen it, mostly, and kind of opposite of what Dermy said. So I'll go an A because he said S.
Now Dermy's being Dermy's gonna be like, Gundam's definitely of the void. It's definitely the void. Just to see if we'll put it in S. Okay. And if you guys haven't seen any of these, or you don't know them well enough, you can always look at the chat and use them as their, because obviously they've seen it, you know. So so yeah, just whatever you need to make your determination, whatever you say, even if you just say I don't give a shit, put in an S, that's fine too. You guys are in control here. Okay, next we have Attack on Titan.
I'll probably be a little biased on this one. I really love Attack on Titan, but I would probably recognize personally, I'd say it's an A. But I think, I don't know, it's one of my favorites. Now, it's not my absolute favorite, but it is one of my favorites. So I'll probably be realistic and I'll say A. I don't know if it's an S tier because I don't think it has a giant legacy, in my opinion. I don't think it's massively. I think it's really good, but I don't know if you don't necessarily hear like normies talk about it, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well,
It
kind of did get it did get a bit of a following.
Yeah, it has an intense fan base. Like I said, there are people that will literally, that is their favorite manga and
a hype
anime
theme tune
completely.
Well.
Yeah, it does have a good theme. I like the first I think it was the first 3 seasons. The last season kind of fell off for me a little bit.
A lot of people have been saying that.
Yeah,
I've unfortunately only seen the first season.
But on uniqueness, it is really unique. The idea that, you know, you rip into these giants to have, some of them have no skin and some of them it's cool.
But I will tell you one thing: the live-action movie belongs in the void.
Oh God,
that was dog shit.
I think most of them do. Let's be honest.
Yeah. We'll put all the anime movies in the void because none of them have really stacked up really to anything. Okay, so we got 1A so far. Cloud, you said it was an A or S?
Yeah, I'll give it an A. I enjoyed what I saw.
Yeah, I think an A. I'm happy with A.
A. And 0?
I'm going to say B. I actually will agree with Dermy where Dermy says it gets worse. I feel like the first 2 seasons were really good, and then after, like, the 3rd season drug a bit. Yeah. And I haven't gotten past that. So I'm going to give it a B. I'm still compelled to go back and watch and finish it, but I don't think that the momentum held up. So it's a B with an asterisk for me.
Okay. So we have 3 A's. All right. Next up, Hunter x Hunter. Now, I haven't seen this, So
No,
I don't know.
I haven't either.
I haven't.
Neither have I.
Oh man.
Yeah, I haven't either. So maybe
I
that's a
I
rule.
did
Of,
what you said and did read the synopsis on most of them, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I heard that it's like a
What does the
brother
chat say?
who's yeah. Give us some ideas here, chat. What do you guys feel on this? They're all like, we haven't seen it either. If that's the case, we might have to throw it in the void.
It's like, well, see you later.
Yep.
Dermy says it's an A.
You like it, Dermy?
Oh no, maybe he says it's okay. Never mind. What
Oh,
was
it's
he saying?
okay.
What was he saying A to? Maybe he was talking about Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I haven't really heard anything like no one's
I-
ever talked about it like good or bad. So it must be pretty mid, if even.
I haven't even heard people who like who really love anime. They've seen probably all of these talk about it. So I've never heard of it.
Yeah, like I said, I just don't know. Do you guys want to give it a D just to be
Yeah, just give it the mid.
mid?
Maybe
No,
let's
no,
just
D.
Let's see.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess maybe mid. Doesn't seem like anybody in the chat really has a lot of knowledge on it either. Jonathan
like us, they're all
says I know
somebody
people who
said-
like it. So.
Yeah, exactly. All of them are like us. They're like,
I feel like it should just remain in the void if we can't rank it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Just maybe
Okay.
temporarily or something.
Yeah.
Okay, poor Hunter x Hunter. It might be the best thing on earth, but okay. Inuyasha. Now this one I remember from when I was a kid. That was
See, we were talking about on Dermy stream the other day. He was talking about watching an anime that Buggy had told him to watch, and there was about a girl getting a bit too close with her dog. And
Did this take place outside of a southern church?
well, basically they were just saying, "Oh yeah, man, like dog fucking anime ain't good and stuff." And I was like, "Well, like, although I do agree." Inuyasha, when you're talking about demon dog bitches, now that's a whole other story. And Inuyasha is a prime example of hot demon dog bitches. But it's not. Yeah, it's quite well known, I guess.
It had its
I haven't seen
popularity, but yeah, it really fell off. I don't see it doesn't have longevity, I guess you could say. But when
Yeah.
it was out, people liked it. So
I remember still getting a T-shirt of it from Hot Top. No, it wasn't a T-shirt. It was a hoodie.
That's what I mean. It definitely has a cult following.
I enjoyed Inuyasha. I used to watch it back in the day, and it was funny. My wife and I were actually talking about it while we were out getting dinner. I do think it has a lot of memorable things in it. I mean, it was very well voice acted. I really remember Inuyasha and Kagome pretty well. Saying to her, I kind of feel it's like, kind of creepy looking through it, as an adult through the lens of like that was his reincarnated girlfriend or she's a young high schooler, but I don't know. I'd say B. It would be one that I'd love to sit down and rewatch, but I remember enjoying it, but it's weird that I can remember enjoying it, but I can't really go back and tell you things that happened like story beats, but I just do remember enjoying it.
I remember I loved the sword, his sword that blew up into that big ass blade.
Oh yeah.
I had an Inuyasha figure that it came with two swords. One of it when it's just the small broken one, and then when it gets to the big one.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so we've got 1B. What were the Kinzo, are you there?
Hello.
Wow. A lot of nipples just showed up in the, in the panel.
All of a sudden we got a pair.
My wife said,
yeah, clouds and oh, what the hell? There's still. Am I a nipple now?
Yeah.
Damn, this is not fair. There you go. Screw you, StreamYard.
I told you, StreamYards has been fucking up lately. I don't know what is going on, but
It just dipped out for like a second and come back.
Yeah.
yeah, I
it
saw
just-
that, and it bumped me all the way up the halfway up the panel.
Yeah, I think Cloud dipped out real quick too, like just
Yep.
for a second too, and they both came back as the nipples. Cloud, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So far we've got 1B. Where do you guys stand?
Yeah, I'd say a B as well.
B, I'm happy with B.
Since I haven't seen this one, I'll have to go with you guys and say B. So
Okay.
Better than
Nick's here.
Digimon.
Yeah, better than Digimon. And Paranormal Activity.
Everything's better than Paranormal
That's
Activity.
dog shit.
Okay, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This is another one I haven't seen, but I have heard of this one.
Well,
I'm
there's
I've-
multiple iterations of this, but they're all, from what I understand, they're all interlinked. I've only seen the one that ran on Adult Swim. I did really like it, but I'd still say it's kind of a B tier. It's very cheesy. I mean, Devil, I think you'd like it because of all the music references in there.
Mhm.
Like the bad guy's name is Dio. It's in Ron James, there are a ton of references to like old school rock and all. It's cheesy. It's kind of it really favors androgyny and all, but it's entertaining and the characters are pretty cool. It was the one with stars in it. That was the title. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, aren't the like villains also like based off like
Stardust
80s
Crusaders
action movies?
Yes.
Characters.
Yeah.
almost?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of references and throwbacks in it. So I've only seen Stardust Crusaders, but I liked it a lot. Like I watched it start to finish. So
what do you guys? Everyone else feel?
I
about it?
haven't seen a lot of it. It's a type of thing that was on around one of my boys' houses when we were all around there chilling and stuff, and it was on in the background. So I've not seen much of it.
yeah, this is unfortunately this is another one that I don't really know anything about.
I know what it is. It's got iconic characters. Everyone knows who Dio is. Like
Now,
it cosplayed a hell of a lot.
isn't the story that his father was a hunter and he wants to be a hunter, or am I thinking is that Hunter x Hunter? I don't think Hunter x Hunter is that.
well,
But
I
I'm
mean,
not sure.
They're adventurers, and his dad is part of like the Joestar team in Stardust Crusaders, and he was like the previous one, and like they were just all kind of
Joestar.
Yeah. But I think that they're connected. Like I think it's like just a lineage of JoJo's, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody keep me honest here, but that's what I at least picked up. And then the animation styles seem to change from series to series.
Okay. So yeah, Thermi says that's Hunter x Hunter. So I'm just misremembering. Like I said,
Okay.
some of them So yeah, it's not okay. So
Jeremy says JoJo sucks ass. That's
That's how you know it's good.
so I'm automatically going the opposite of that. Put it in B.
Like I said, most times it was on in the background. I was higher than a giraffe's pussy, so I can't really.
Jeremy, you don't have. I thought Jeremy was supposed to be on here. He doesn't have the link.
He's working.
Work, aren't you?
He's on the corner right now.
Yeah, he's at the hole in the stall, and he's like there with the phone in the other hand. Going,
I can show you what he's doing right now. You don't want to see.
Yes.
He's working on getting Kenzo to adapt this into an anime.
What the story of what Fallout was based off of?
That face is.
You get a little zoomy on there.
Jeremy says, "I will scream at you while at work." I can't wait for the video tomorrow. The saltiness is gonna reign supreme.
He looks so thirsty. Right. So far I have A, B. Ryan said he hasn't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
You said it was you were too high. So Cloud, where are you?
I haven't seen it either. I just know of the
Uh,
memes.
The chat says
Okay,
it sucks
so
balls or
B's.
arse.
Yeah.
The B's where
Well,
we're
when you
at.
say the chat, I'm only seeing it from Dermy.
Yeah,
I mean-
Dermy is the chat,
Stay out
right?
of this.
I mean, maybe
He's the
we should
chat
do
leader.
maybe we should do like Hunter X and put it in the void because we don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with giving it that B, but I mean,
Okay.
if I'm in the minority of giving it that,
So it's better than Digimon, yeah.
oh, God, yes. I mean, again, I don't hate Digimon by any means. I just don't think it's memorable. Like JoJo is it has very memorable things in it, and it's really campy. It's like I guess the best way to describe it is like imagine if they took the Adam West Batman and made that an anime.
So it's got the snob vote, and I don't see how I can disagree with that.
Now I'm the
Yeah, I'll go with B then because I like campy kind of stuff. I have never seen Dermy more opinionated ever than on these streams where we're doing this. I don't even think he's this passionate in his videos he makes.
horror movies, burgers, and anime are his thing. So we're like,
we need to have like a new logo for the Void. I think
just Dermy's face.
Well, yeah. Let me. I'll have it up in a second. We'll have to add it for the next show.
Okay, so yeah, I when I originally made the list of what episodes I was going to do this first, it was when Dermy was, his situation hadn't changed. So I put him on there and I said, okay, this is great. Dermy will be happy with these and stuff. And then after I put it out there, what shows I'm going to do and start getting people signed up, that's when Dermy's situation changed. It was like, oopsie. Okay, this one is one that he put on there. I haven't seen it, but so I have no clue what it's about or anything. I don't even know if I could pronounce the name. Jujutsu
Kaisen.
Yeah, there you go.
Kaisen.
Has anybody here seen this?
No, we're getting to the ones that I don't know yet.
Has a
heard
panda
the name, but
in
I
it, right?
don't ever see anything about it.
I have no idea. Like literally, I have no clue.
Does this mean that we're gonna have to take Dermy's word on it?
Something about the panda in it, right?
Of course, it's an A. He automatically says it's an A. I put it on the list, so it's an A.
Is this the Paranormal Activity of anime? Dermy, is that what we're looking at?
I mean,
Honestly, it wouldn't shock me at this point if it was.
Does it have tentacles in it?
It probably does, and it's funny that came up because the graphic that I have for the Void, I think, is going to be really relevant.
Well, who doesn't like a good tentacle scene?
We look it up, and it's like 90% back taco, just all butts.
Well, S.
Dermy loves it.
Yeah, can we share a photo or a synopsis of this? Because he's saying the story's amazing.
Look,
he's really going ham on it.
All you need to know is where it belongs, and it belongs here.
The Void.
Well, that's gonna get him riled up.
Really makes me wanna. That picture makes me really want to hug.
That's can we look that up to see what it's even about?
Yeah. How the hell do you spell that?
I have the
Kaisen.
I have the
pull it up. I think.
Okay, yeah. If you
the
want
doc up.
Yeah,
Well, actually, it's not on the doc, is it?
No, I didn't put in the doc. I didn't how to spell it's on the doc, but
He just said the response video will be epic. He's gonna rant.
See,
my God.
The thing that's great about the response video is that ultimately it's just going to give this channel more traction.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, Dermy, if the rant video is epic, you better bring me on Ballbusters on Friday night.
We can speak about this on a late night mayhem in the morning, Dermy.
I should, you know who I should have got on this one? I should have got Heron, just so that Dermy would be so upset that it's perfect image of her when she's all like, I don't like it.
Wow.
Oh no.
Wow. Shots fired.
Watching
Wow.
this, his whole heart breaks.
Oh man. I feel like we need to move on quick. George Heißen. Is that German? No, I said an anime name.
I would feel bad if I got Dermy into cutting.
Oh Jesus, that was a dark joke.
That was a dark joke. Well, apparently he punishes himself by going on Vets Talking and getting slammed. I didn't realize how blast. I will end you all. What are you sending it this direction for? I actually had your back, fucker. Jesus. Fuck that show now. Put it in the void.
Yeah. I think I'm guessing we're gonna have to keep it in the void because no one knows anything about it. I'm sorry, Dermy. I really am. I was expecting Renaissance Nerd here to fight us on every single thing because I know he's an expert on anime, but
yeah, he's not feeling well. We didn't even do our Star Trek Engage show today.
Yeah,
because, Alf and Adam were gonna be out. Alf had the family stuff, and Renaissance is really sick. So
yeah, I said I come on because I have where you guys are. I have a.
Oh man, Jonathan Davis just dropped a meme, a get ranked meme.
Oh,
I gotta
nice.
share this.
Dermy, you are
Actually,
all
you mean-
uncultured.
Is it us with bad takes?
Yes.
I mean, when we had this screen cap, I gotta hit print screen because
We are all uncultured. Thanks.
Oh
Danny.
my God, that's one of my favorite episodes of South Park. When they're on the phone to customer
Warcraft,
service.
yeah.
They're all, sir, what is he doing? They're like, he's a goddamn butthole.
I've got to find that, and that's great. Thank you so much. That was good.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Jonathan.
Jonathan Davis has been killing it lately.
Yeah,
with
that
his
was a
meme
really
content,
good one, man. That is excellent. Okay, next we have My Hero Academia. Now, I like this one. I've seen it.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, it's still going on. They're on what, season 4 or 5 now?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't see the thing.
Yep, that's my bad.
Oh.
Hold up, there we go. Sorry, juggling these Dermy
I can't
memes.
see.
Yeah, I put so much on Zero. He anything he does is forgiven. he's juggling so much. I move around the pictures. That's what I do. I'm like I'm Vanna White.
Have you read the manga for this, Cloud?
The what?
The manga,
manga.
for My Hero
I
Academia.
think I only read like the first few chapters, and that's about it.
Uh,
I think I've seen like halfway of the first season. It's terrible.
I'm
I'm terrible.
This has been recommended to me. I only have limited knowledge of it, but everybody says it's incredible. So I
know Rox raves about it.
so
this is
I-
one of the ones that I watch with my son. Like there's certain
Oh,
shows that
nice.
I will sit and actually watch with him. So it's kind of I get that nostalgic vibe, like
Okay.
It's a great
yes,
superhero.
I do
show.
like it.
And
Yeah.
it's relatable, and it's just like it. The thing I like about My Hero is that it's like pure escapism, and I think when you listen to people talk about like the problem with modern comic book adaptations is you get real world stuff introduced to it. My Hero is just completely like escape. Here's a story. It's very old school feeling, yet it's anime, and I'd give it a solid A, to be honest.
If you're getting superhero fatigue, check that out. It might revitalize
sure.
your little
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I do like it. I love the anime. The thing that originally drove me to it was when I was a kid, I didn't know about all the, I watched the ones that were on the normal TV. That's why I did this category first, the westernized animes. And what I loved about it was so much American cartoons. The story is so just basic and shallow. It's not deep. It's not story driven and stuff. Great thing about animes is no matter which one you get, they deep story, rich stories. Usually, they really put effort into them. Like Scooby Doo. Every week he caught a ghost. There was no deeper story to it. They went to a place, they found somebody who's faking to be a spirit. That's not a deep story. That's not. But with
Dude, how dare
anime,
you.
I do want to interject here real quick because Paul and Dermy are saying My Hero is an S. Now, I think My Hero is very good, but because it's ongoing, there always is that possibility it could derail from where I see it at an A. So I want to add that little caveat to my ranking. If it had completed, I would say S, kind of like, with Full Metal. It's like I think that borderline's on S. The fact that they did Brotherhood and they did, the run, the original run, but I still think that there were things that were lacking.
Yeah, I would like to put it in S, but then looking at the rest of the list, we've got like Demon Slayer and Dragon Ball Z.
Now
and
he's
A.
threatening us.
Well, there's other stuff that's coming down the line. I know there's like 3 things on here I want to personally give S tier. Now, I do have the luxury of having the list ahead of time, but
Again,
Yeah,
there's probably things that I would think is S tier that's not on the list, but
there's one.
there's,
yeah, I need to just have that image back up
I'd say
again.
A is probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll.
Taking what Dami said into account,
Just so I can hit print screen on this whole thing.
Philistines. I'll go with A. I'll agree with you guys. I've also heard a lot of really good things about it. I do want to watch it, so I think I'd be comfortable agreeing mostly with you guys with A.
I'd recommend it, Ryan. It's
Okay, yeah. I put it on the list already.
Before Dermy does his response video, this is all very much a normie's ranking of anime. So we are not.
Yeah, we are not experts by any means.
No.
So.
And like I said, I think I've only seen probably like maybe a third to possibly a little less than half of some of these.
Can you take Dami's logo off my face? I only like him on my face off of YouTube. Thank you very
much. People have asked me why I don't do any of the judging, why I leave it up to the panel, and I'm just
It's because you're the Prince of Lies, and no one believes what you've got to say.
Yeah, well, that yeah, definitely. But also, I know when Dermy loses his shit to the point where he starts hunting us down, I didn't do it. I would have put it in S, Dermy. So
I'm too far away for him to hunt me.
He'll get on a raft.
I know, right?
His giant ass flowing over there on a raft. Fucking, get you away from me.
Boom, there we go. This will make comments a lot easier.
It also you also know that you're making good content when Dermy's foaming at the mouth. So
that's what half our viewers are here for. It's just see Dermy shit. All right, next.
You know how Dermy's going to end his shift today?
How?
He's going to walk up to his boss and say,
"Screw you guys, I'm going home."
Yeah, his boss might lose another employee. Dermy's gonna be like, "I have more important things to do."
I think though, Devil, you should use an existing clip as a response video to his response video.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
Oh, that is such one of my favorite things to play when it comes to talking about Raffi in Picard season 3.
Oh yeah,
Picard season 3 is so good. With that, it would be even better without that character in it.
Yeah, weakest character by far.
Fuck that bitch.
I think it was just a contractual holdover, if you want my honest opinion.
Yeah, I watched season 3. I didn't watch the first 2 seasons. Everyone mentioned how bad she was in those seasons, but on the third one,
it was painful watching her pining over that like Vulcan guy that was clearly an elf.
Like I said, I'm gonna have to be on next week because I think they should have went one direction with it, and it was a good idea. And Renaissance Nerd disagrees with me, so hopefully, if he got back and he's not too ill, because I don't want to make him worse, I'll tell you guys about where I thought it should have went. But okay, so next up we have Naruto, another one of the big dogs.
I've seen bits of it. I don't like it. I don't want to say it's terrible. It's just not for me. So for me, I'm just going to kind of say either I haven't seen enough of it, or I just consider it to be C tier.
It's a bit of a snobby take, but like
Philistine.
If we had more controls, I'd just make your name Dermy UK.
Oh, wow.
I don't think it's a C. I agree that it may not be like A, but come on.
I'd definitely say B, because with the first one, just playing Naruto, not Shippuden, it was good up until they started just hamming in the filler, and then it's just like, oh my god, get it over with. But Shippuden was actually pretty damn good.
The last season of Shippuden, or actually it was like the last 2 seasons, I think, were all filler. It was like you got 6 episodes of him as a kid, throwback ones, between finding out what happens next with what you want to know. What's gonna, are they gonna be able to stop her? And
I've only watched Shippuden. I haven't watched the old stuff.
Yeah.
I watched it when it first came out, like back in 2005 or whatever it is. I didn't know about the filler episodes. I really hate filler. To this day, it drives me absolutely nuts. So maybe that drops it to a B. What I remember, I enjoyed, but I was also a lot younger too. So maybe it's not necessary. Maybe it wouldn't hold up as well. So maybe I'll go with a B.
I think it's a very popular one. Even a lot of kids, nowadays, my kid in particular, that was his Kakashi was his Halloween costume this year. But
for many years of Anime Boston, I've cosplayed as Naruto.
So we can't just throw everything in SNA because it's popular.
If he had his say, this whole thing probably would be SNA's.
That's what I'm saying. Gotta be honest. I think.
Well, yeah, except for like the ones that because there's 2 that he thought belonged in the void, and he was very.
It's better than Digimon. It's not as good as Dragon Ball, so I'll put it in a B.
B. Yeah, I think that it had very broad appeal. I think it there, like I said, there were grown-ups who watched it. It wasn't just a kid thing or anything like that. So I think that it really hit for a lot of people.
I'll probably still watch it when I'm a grown-up.
Yeah, I'll probably go rewatch it after this. Dermy, you spelled monkeys wrong.
Did he?
Yes.
Where did he write it? Because I don't see it in the chat. Oh wait, no, I do see it.
The other day,
he also spelled trying wrong. So that the irony of this comment is like watching monkeys Chinese. Yes, that came from someone in Kansas, y'all.
He spelled trying.
Hey, Dermy, how about this? How many spelling mistakes do you make constantly that I catch you on? Yeah, so be quiet.
It's all that mattress.
I can't talk because I am like a monkey using a computer.
Now that Christian's out of the clink, I would.
Oh my god!
I'd love to see Dermy and Christian spelling bee.
Oh, did you hear who got out of? Speaking of anime, because it's kind of anime. Did you hear who got out of prison?
No,
the Booty Warrior.
Oh my god! Oh
yeah, men, watch your asses. He's out there.
Who's the Booty Warrior?
You've never heard of the Booty Warrior?
Are you talking about the guy who he gets arrested and he's like, my safe word is pineapple? What's yours?
No. Oh,
What the hell's the booty
Boondock
warrior?
clip. The Boondock clip. It's essentially literally what he says in an interview. This dude, he's all I walk up to dudes in prison, and he's this gay dude, and he walks up to dudes in prison. He says, "Look, I like you, and I want you, and we could do this the easy way or the hard way."
Or the hard way.
Yeah, it is.
What?
He's all even the guards. He's all even the guards. I'd slap on the ass.
Breaks out.
Yeah.
One of the characters is like has a fear of getting fucked in the ass. Like
Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
Chases him around the prison.
Wow.
And he's running around in his boxer shorts and he rigs his wife.
And then like Chris Hansen shows up. It was like he gets Chris Hansen and Bill Cosby in the same episode.
Man, we're not doing anything else till we show that clip. That is such a good clip. That is best. I know it's on YouTube, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if we can do it through the free StreamYard though. That's like the one caveat.
Oh, yeah, we can. I think Lethal was playing.
Well, I can clip it and I can add it to our rotation.
Some naughty ones.
I'm gonna try to do it. See.
I would just like to say that Dermy says I'm coming for all your asses.
I know Boondocks is technically pseudo anime, right?
I mean, it was done by a Japanese animation studio.
Korean.
Or Korean. Udon, I think.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Well, I think from season 2 onwards, it was a different, it was a Korean one, wasn't it? But yeah, anyway, it's still a Western show, in it. But it's certainly spot on. Like, even my wife likes it, you know, and she don't watch much anime. But that's something she'll sit and watch with me.
Devil's like he's a man on a mission. He's like, okay.
I know. I feel like we should rank something else while he's searching. So it's not dead air.
Yeah. For real.
Can you find it?
Oh,
because we lost the list.
Have you seen it? Have you seen Boondocks, Ryan?
Mm-mm.
That's another one I would highly recommend. It's spot on. I don't know if they could get away with making it today.
Probably not.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of stuff they can't make today. Oh wow.
Hold on, I just got out of the shower. There's some juice on the table.
Mm-hmm. Take your time. You want to explain to me what you're doing here? I came looking for booty. You came looking for sex with an underage boy? Oh, no. I ain't come looking for no little boys. I ain't got no milk, no cookies, nothing. I came looking for man's butt. A man's butt? Excuse me? Oh, I know who you are, Chris Hansen. But see, I called you Chris Handsome. I watch your TV show all the time. So you can go ahead and bring them cameras and them police is waiting outside. It don't make me no difference. Now, I tell you what. I like you, and I want you. Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours. Well, I don't think you and I will be doing anything any kind of way. Okay, I see you choosing the hard way. Okay, cut. This isn't working. Someone get this guy out. Oh, man, you ruined that fight, Chris. I'm a warrior.
I am this.
Yeah.
You got to see the real clip from the show Lockup, because that's like basically verbatim what the guy says.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, literally the exact thing he says. I want you. He's like easy way or the hard way. Okay, go back to sharing screen. Yeah,
give me that booty.
Yeah. So and he's out. So like I said, watch your butts, dude.
Charlie Murphy's character in that kills me.
He might be.
Rest in peace.
He might love back taco as much as you, Dermy.
Oh god, I think I got some meme material I gotta do later.
Now what is this one? I can't see the damn name.
That's Voltron, yo, isn't it? No,
Voltron's over here.
Voltron's right there. Yeah. I can't read that.
Yeah, it's too small.
What is
Oh,
that?
is that Evangelion? That might be Evangelion. Yeah, I bet that's Evangelion. Okay. I can read them when I get the picture, but then they make it all small and you can't read shit on it. Okay, so Evangelion. Neo Genesis Evangelion, I believe it's called, the whole name. What do you guys think of that one? Has anybody seen this one?
I do like.
I haven't
Sorry,
seen the
go.
original. I saw the remake that they did.
I saw some of it. I really liked it. I thought it was really clever. The whole, heaven, hell.
I've seen some of that, the remake one, but I've not watched all of it.
So, what do you guys think of the story? What you guys like the Avas?
Yeah, it was good.
I'd probably say B.
I want to give it an A, but I think B is probably the most acceptable thing to give it, just because it is a little heavy-handed with some of the themes, and I feel like it's a show. The first time you watch it is better than any other watch, because it's like after you see everything unfold and know what they're going for, a little bit of the luster is lost. That's just my personal. I'm sure I'll be, Jeremy will be flying off the handle in the chat.
Shit, there it is. I am disappointed in all of you.
Jeremy, I haven't even given my thing yet.
I do respect what Jonathan Davis says, though. He says A tier, so I can respect that. Because he's a lovely watcher of this stream, unlike Dermy, who is a lofty take swine.
We're all gonna be taken off his Valentine list.
I don't want to be on his list.
Well, all you have to do is put Gundam in the void, and trust me, you'll never hear from him again. All right. So I've heard, I think, an A and a B. So
I'll go with A.
You go with A?
I'll agree with Cloud, Jonathan, and Ryan. And go with A.
A? All right. So
I was the B, so I guess I'm overruled.
Jeremy says we need to watch all the shows at least twice.
I've watched Evangelion twice.
Like what?
Well, that would work if we had the time, Dermy. It's not like I give them a month.
Listen, fucker. I was on the Hollywood Scholars for a watch party of The Witcher Season 3, Volume 1. I don't need to watch that twice to know it's a giant piece of shit. It's like I don't need to do it.
Okay, so next we have One Piece. Now, I love One Piece. I love it. It's just one of the best. The reason it's probably gone on so long. But
I haven't seen a single episode.
You've never seen One
watching
Piece?
it a lot.
No.
Yeah, I've been watching it a hell of a lot. My son has it on all the time. He plays this Roblox game as well that's based on it constantly. That's all they talk about. So I do really like it.
I really like it. I think it has a solid word of mouth. I think I would probably say an A. I don't think it quite has the legacy to make it an S.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of it, and my barrier for entry is, when I was introduced to it, was how much of it there is. I mean, they're up to like over 1,000 episodes now, and I mean, I'm like, I don't think I could get into it.
I've not seen all of it for sure. I think Rox has got quite a way through it, hasn't he?
It's
where he's watched like 700 episodes.
When I first saw it, I was sitting there thinking, man, this looks so, this just isn't one for me. But like I said, after I started watching it, the story, you really get into it, and it really, so.
I'll definitely say I don't hate it.
This is next level normie takes.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Dermy, that we all can't be like you and the professional of anime.
I turned out another meme here, because when Kenzo was agreeing with Dermy, I had to put this together.
Oh no.
Somebody's
got to do one of us just beating the shit out of Dermy, like some
just make him the printer from Office Space.
Yeah.
Put the get ranked sign as the beauty warrior.
Well, where would you put One Piece?
Chris Hansen.
I
Where
have
would
a
you put
feeling.
One Piece.
Well, Paul says he put One Piece at S tier. I'm assuming Dermy would probably do the same with what he said.
Wookie missed the first episode.
Yeah, I already did horror, but there's gonna be multiple horror categories. I'm breaking stuff down. That was just the horror franchises, but I'm gonna do best horror, villain, protagonist, I guess, or antagonist.
Wookie, we'll get you on for that show, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. If just remind me, and I will put you on one. And because
We haven't put anything in S tier yet. I just noted.
no, nothing. Yeah.
No, there's a couple I'm waiting for to do it.
And if, like I said, at the or as Zero said, at the end, I'm gonna give you a chance. You guys can, change anything up that you think, you've reconsidered or anything. Or if Dermy pays you enough through Venmo.
Actually, I was going to ask that, Wookie. What do you think about the Paranormal Activity franchise? Because this is Dermy's biggest gripe is that we didn't like it.
Is it dog shit or is it steaming dog shit? We can't decide.
Didn't Dermy say that Paranormal Activity was A tier? Like seriously,
S tier.
Yeah.
He
said
he
S?
loves it. He
Motherfucker
says it's
is
the best.
drinking. God,
Everything is S tier to him.
that is a horrendous take.
So One Piece.
Yeah, let's get back to One Piece.
I think it's an A. I think it's A. The only reason I'm not giving it S A tier, you have to watch them all. No, Wookie, you're
Wookie,
you are so wrong.
Oh my god.
It's your opinion, so technically you're not wrong, but I do not think they're not that good.
What you need to do is when you get Wookie on, we also need to have Lofty on as well.
Oh god.
Look,
I don't know if I could take that. Dermy, Lofty, and Wookie on this opinion.
I like
it'll be your 5-hour episode.
Yeah.
And Zero.
Go on
yeah,
on
poor
vacation.
Zero has to be there. He's contractually obligated now. he's all oh my god, I got Ebola. I'm sorry. It's like I got
that one Family Guy. It's like I'd love to go to the dance that you make, but unfortunately I have to go to the hospital. And the guy shoots himself with the nail gun.
I got shot twice.
Now we got Wookie mad at us too.
This is the thing. We're gonna spawn a Paranormal Activity podcast for this too.
I know, right?
Paul says it's better. What do you say? Better than
Dragon Ball Z.
One Piece.
The only reason I didn't say that One Piece is S tier is because I don't think it has the legacy like Pokemon does. I think Pokemon is going to be S tier because it has a long legacy.
But you have to think One Piece. It came out a long time ago but
like 97
in America, but in wasn't it out in Japan earlier than that?
Yeah, I mean, but aren't we talking about based on America
true.
alone?
Yeah, it is Western.
I mean, normies know what Pokemon is. Like
the Pokemon.
I agree.
People who have never even watched a single anime know what Pokemon is. You're going to say, "Oh, One Piece." They're going to go, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Lethal just chimed in. He says he thinks Paranormal Activity is A tier, banished to the void.
All right, so I've got a couple A's. So is that where we're putting it?
I'd say
A. Yeah, A.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
But Wookie's a good sport about it. He's not like Dermy.
Yeah. He's not gonna make a video.
Yeah.
He's not gonna start screaming at work.
As he's lifting the bag of feed with one hand, he's holding the phone in the other, going, "You."
He's probably knocked over so much shit that the next day crew is gonna think they walked into a Chuck E. Cheese ball pit.
Yeah, they're gonna go in there and be like, "Did one of the cows get loose in here?" Okay, next we have One Punch Man. I haven't seen this, but a lot of people like it.
I love it.
A few episodes.
Yeah, this is a good one. I'd say this can't be lower than A.
It can't be lower than S.
I teeter on giving it an S. Like it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's very it's good. It's like I'd say it's better than My Hero, to be honest. Like the premise is just so lighthearted. It's an escapist show. The characters are very likable. I mean, you can't not love Saitama.
The dude.
So we've got one S.
I'll bump it up to an S. The more I think
Yep,
about it,
2
the
S's.
more it's like it's what we're giving A tier. Again, we'll look this over at the end, but what we've given A tier, I think this is above it.
What about you, Ryan and Cloud? What do you guys think?
I'm gonna have to go with an A because of the legacy thing. You're gonna ask somebody what One Punch Man is, and they're having no idea. That's how I'm going with it. Is how is this word of mouth? How does it would normal people respond to somebody recommending it to them? Yeah,
It was
I'm
on
not.
Cartoon Network though. I mean, it got.
Oh yeah, I mean, but Cartoon Network has had obscure shows on it too.
That's
Cartoon
sure.
Network is technically dead now.
Yeah, very.
It is, but it still exists, and they do still have pretty. I'd say like their Adult Swim anime lineup does get them a lot of views. There are a lot of people that go there for their introductions to anime.
What do you think?
Yeah, I
yes, and Dermy, yes, I did say I think my opinion that One Punch Man is better than My Hero Academia. That's my personal opinion.
You're not allowed to have it. What were you saying, Cloud?
Oh, yeah, I'll probably go A.
So we got 2 S's and 2 A's, so it falls to me. Ooh. Now, see, I haven't seen it, so I'm going to go off your guys' arguments. So give me a good argument for one and the argument for the other, or should I look to the crowd and have them decide? I don't know.
This Derby's like kicking, but I can hover over and put him in timeout.
He's literally running the show. I'm less useful to this show than him.
I think Derby's just upset because on the Legion stream, I've asked him the shape of Italy.
All right. Okay.
Dermy says it's a B. I'm kind of.
So so I'll put an A because I've seen some B's in there, and you guys say S, so I'll A. I don't know. I'll put in A. All right. I hate when I have to decide.
No, Wookie, I do not. I do not consume Earthrise at all. Or I'm sorry, Earth Spark. I don't mess with that. It's G1, Beast Wars, Prime, the Unicron trilogy. I don't mess with any of that new stuff.
Okay, Astro Boy. Now this is the oldie. I mean, God, what was this? The
50s?
Yeah, like way back when.
Yeah.
But it was like the first, I think, anime that kind of came to America, so I had to put it on here. I remember
a movie a few years ago. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think I saw the movie. But for its longevity, because I've actually seen people with Astro Boy tattoos, so I guess you could say it has some longevity to it. So I mean,
I would say it has a solid legacy. I have not personally watched it. Yeah, this one is
it's Digimon tier.
Think it's C tier?
Yeah. It's iconic. I know it. It's very well known. Come on, man. But
I haven't seen the original, but I saw the remake when it was on Toonami.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
there's been lots of iterations of him for sure.
Yeah. There's been a lot.
Yeah. The thing is, I haven't watched enough that I could say if the stories are good or not. I mean, I remember watching it, but I don't remember if I liked it or didn't like it. So
it's classic, but it's just it's aged. I mean,
it definitely has.
It was kind of like the Mickey Mouse out of Japan for a while.
I'd say B.
You think B?
B sounds good.
So we got 2 Bs. What did you say, Kinzone Zero?
I said C. It's like kind of derivative.
I'd lean towards C just because, again, they were a product of their time. And to be honest, it's like, I feel like part of this ranking list is, well, where does it hold up today? And I think just to say, well, it's historic, but if you go back and look at it, it's like Speed Racer. Speed Racer's on here. I understand the importance of Speed Racer, but that's a D in my opinion. Who did I piss off now?
Derby says this is no longer a response video. It is an exposed video.
All right. Well, now I'm gonna have to do Derm from Review Shrek USA.
yeah. Someone pastes Dermy's face on Rich's body.
All right. So since we're tied again, it's up to me. You guys, you're putting too much work on me. That's not what I signed on for.
Well, it's your channel. You should have to work a little bit. Jesus.
I'm just hoping that someday I'll collect the check. That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, okay.
No.
if we're tied, I'd bump it up to a B just because of the legacy.
Okay.
Like you said, he's iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I said, there are people who still have tattoos about him, and I'm not talking about old dudes who are 60 years old getting
where
tattoos.
have they got
I mean,
these
I
tattoos?
saw a girl with a tattoo of this on her
Didn't
head.
that some designer recently make Astro Boy boots?
Yes.
Yeah, those red ones. Oh
Yeah.
god, those things are fucking butt ugly. But okay. So yeah, if they're making boots about it, you have to put in B, man. All right. Next up, another another big dog. How many movies have been made out of this franchise?
Video games.
Yeah.
I like Pokemon. I think it's really solid. I would say personally A, but because of its massive legacy, I have to say S.
I agree.
It has a horrendously giant legacy. I mean,
yeah.
I don't think there's
Massive.
another one on here that probably has the legacy that does. That might be a hot take for some people based on their personal opinions of what they like. But when it comes to Pokemon, I can ask a random person on the fucking street who's a 55-year-old man, see, you know what Pokemon is? Yeah, I know what it is.
They may not like it, but they know what it is.
They know exactly what it is because they have kids or maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is your time to shine, Cloud. This is you're the Pokemon master here.
I will say this. I prefer the games over the anime.
I mean, I think that's most people, but I don't think you can deny that the anime, has, so many memorable moments and things you can kind of look back on, that were cool. Like, even when Togepi first appears, the whole Charizard story arc where he gets from Charmander, the lovable little Charmander, to the bratty Charmeleon, all the way up to Charizard, and he's just like a pain in Ash's side.
Yeah.
And it has a good opening song. I mean, it's lasted.
Yeah.
So.
And there's a version of Ryan Kinnell singing the theme tune.
Who sung the song was Justin Timberlake before he got really big. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Justin Timberlake. He sang not the Pokemon rap, but the theme song.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Like no one ever was.
So we thinking we most thinking S?
S or A?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's S or A.
Like I said, I really got to go with S because there's nothing on this list that has a bigger legacy.
Yeah, I mean, and you just had you had Detective Pikachu, whether you liked it or not, came out, and it's one of the few anime-based movies that didn't make me want to choke myself. So, I mean, I didn't love it, but I didn't want to kill myself at the end, so I'll have to give it that. Okay, Sailor Moon. I've never seen it. Don't know if I would.
So Sailor Moon was not really my favorite. However, I have to say the legacy is not it's not humongous, but it is massive. So I'd have to say A.
Yeah, it's A for me as well. It's iconic. Yeah, everywhere.
Of course, Jeremy thinks it's an S.
Did he really? Oh my god!
It's probably because he's touched his dick to it.
No,
Well,
I think he was talking about a Pokemon, but he probably
He cosplays as Sailor Uranus.
What now?
I'm gonna go with me personally. I say it's a B, but I think I have to go because of its legacy. It's an A.
I might have to put it in.
Ryan.
I might have to put in S just because if Lethal finds out we didn't put in S, he might not come on the show again.
Well, Lethal.
I know Lethal likes it. Lethal likes it. I know that. So
when I was a kid, my sisters watched it, and I saw enough of it. I know where its legacy is, but I just objectively don't think it's very good. That's me. That's my take on it, and I know I've had the hot takes tonight. So,
have you been watching the westernized versions or the original, like the toned down ones?
Well, when I was a kid, all we had was the westernized one because it came on. I want to say it was on.
The transformations are better in the originals.
But still, they're underage, so it's like,
no, it's they're weird. They're weird over there, right?
Yeah, but we don't need to be weird.
We've already had the dog conversation.
I know, right? I'm gonna stand firmly at A because it is iconic.
I'd probably say B. It was my first anime and what got me into it, but it wasn't really one of my favorites.
Yeah, no, I would say personally it's a B, but I think the legacy makes it an A. That's the only reason I picked that.
Where are you, Kenzo?
A.
So we got 2 A's. What about you, Zero?
I said D, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, God. You guys killing me, guys. You're killing me. I'm going to say A because I agree. It does have a really big legacy. One of my sister's friends actually got married to her wedding was a Sailor Moon theme.
I believe that.
So I'll put an A. All right. So next we have the Void. Then we got.
Hey, since we put another one in the Void, I think this calls for another Dermy meme.
Yes, always Dermy memes.
Are you for real?
Oh wow!
There's an Easter egg one.
Oh, Dermy, never lose your hair. Oh man. Look at I love Lofty's face in the back, just like
I know, right?
Dermy's trying to eat healthier, guys. Stop thinking dirty. Just having his lunch break.
Yeah, he dipped it in butter first.
Right. So Gundam. So where are we on Gundam?
So this like depends on which one we're see the challenge with doing this one is that there are so many non-connected Gundam series.
What's it about?
giant fighting robots.
Yeah.
I'm just messing.
You might have heard.
I know. I'd say B.
What? No. No.
It has a bigger legacy too. If you're going by legacy, you have to say Gundam has a big legacy. That many shows.
Unfortunately,
Gundam deserves its own ranking list. I think it's impossible to give it anything lower than an A. I think that there's S tier Gundam series. I think that there's also some C tier Gundam series. As
I know for a lot of people, like Gundam Wing was probably the first thing they saw, right?
Yeah.
It's so I don't know much about its legacy. I do know that it's I do know a lot of people who do know it. So I mean, if you guys say it has a really big legacy, then I would bump it to an A.
I'd say dope as shit, like iconic. I couldn't pick which my favorite one is.
Well, collectability and I know I've been bringing this up all night. The people with tattoos. People have tattoos. Gundam is one of those things where people who love it really love it. They are like they have the Gunpla.
There's Nike shoes.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
it's very
There's unicorn.
Yeah, that's
Banshee,
true. There is, isn't
unicorn
there?
and banshee ones. Yeah, dunks.
Yeah, okay. I can solidly say an A. I would agree it has. I don't think it has as big as legacy as Pokemon though. Again, I could ask a 55-year-old random guy on the street. He's not gonna know what Gundam is, but he'll know what Pokemon is.
Man, come on, they've got. It depends.
There's no way, dude. Sorry, I'm not budging
Okay.
on that.
So we've got an A and we've got an S. So Zero and Cloud.
There's
You guys-
car adverts with Char Aznavour in it. Like there's like McDonald's burgers. There was a Char burger recent. Well, not over here, in Japan. They have actual. It's a lot bigger over there.
Yeah, but we're talking about America though.
Yeah, I know. I'm not in America.
Yeah, he's giving us the Brit take.
Okay, okay. So I guess we did say Western. So yes, so kind of like
Yeah,
I
I can be Western in this
We
conversation.
don't care what the
you
Middle
can go-
East thinks about Gundam.
Yeah, Western society. I would say A.
Okay, A and
I
S.
still
So
think I can roll with
Yeah,
that.
I'll go with A. Even though the only two I've seen is G Gundam and SD Gundam, but I'll give it an A.
I like G Gundam. G Gundam's one I liked.
My
Zero
favorite,
Raid.
my favorite movie is Char's Counterattack.
This might be how you get back in Dermy's good graces, Zero. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
Iron
definitely
Blood-
not.
Iron Blooded Orphans was good too. To be honest,
So you thinking S or
IBO
A?
is good.
I think as a
MS8 is good. Original
yeah, well, that's
Gundam's
where
good.
Extra Zero
Zeta-
comes from. That's always
Zeta-
MS team.
I'm saying S. For me, like I haven't put anything on S, and I put Dragon Ball in A. I couldn't put Gundam below that. It's got to be above Dragon Ball for me personally.
Sheep City just says Pokemon is any tier higher than F. It's a bad list. He obviously didn't get the memorandum of the parameters of how we're ranking it.
Right.
I'm still going A, but hey, you know
I think
what?
if it's below S, it's racist.
Well, it's zero. If
I'm gonna say S. Just as a
okay, so we
whole,
got
it's-
2 S's and 2 A's. To me again. I will put in S. just
Lethal, me, Dermy, and we'll put it all in S.
I'll put in
guess
S
that-
just because I have.
Chill.
Dermy's gonna come on the show at some point, and
Chill.
I have to deal with him. I'm on so many
Chill.
shows with the man.
Let's,
He's gonna make the video anyway. We're
Yeah,
nobody's
he is.
escaping this.
I have a Gundam within arm's reach. So, like I have to say S.
Well, right now, Dermy is taking my name off his kill list with the lipstick.
he's taking your name off the death note.
Like on Billy Madison. So
Yes.
I'll take it. I'll give up that it's an S just to save my ass. Okay, Tokyo Gold. Now this is
What?
oh, I'm trying to do one.
Tokyo
This is a
Ghoul
newer
Void.
one,
The
but
Void.
it has blown up here. Like
Goul.
I've heard Gary's watching it. Gary's watching it. Come on.
The
it's-
Void. Just leave it there.
I have not seen it. I don't know anything really about it.
It's
So-
not. It's
I
not my-
haven't seen it either.
yeah,
So
I've never seen or heard of it.
that's what me has to say. Is an S for gold or whatever, or is that still for Gundam? I don't know, Dermy.
Jonathan Davis saying it's a B tier.
B tier.
All I know is someone wears a gimp mask.
Yeah, that's the mask on. So we've got 1B. I don't know. No one else is really ringing in, so it looks like not a lot of people seen it or just
Yeah,
don't give a shit.
I don't know anything about it. I couldn't even bother, I guess.
I've just seen pictures of the one guy with the mask and with the teeth on it, or I think it's a mask. And I've seen like ones with like an eyeball on a
I watched
thing.
3 episodes and I didn't like it, but I didn't continue watching it.
Didn't care
I
for it all,
see. Jonathan Davis says B tier. Dermy says D tier. It's a pretty
D for
wide.
So should we keep it in the void?
I set fire to it. And
Yeah, the void / don't know.
Yeah, void/don't know. Okay. We put everything in the void and then it gets to come out. So I guess it doesn't get to come out because why do I keep doing that? I keep trying to do it on this screen and I'm supposed to be
I
on this
mean,
screen.
we could even try to like do a poll for the ones that we don't know about in the void and let the chat decide.
Yeah, we could do that. That's probably what we'll do. We'll do it when we ask them before we ask them if they want to change anything. We'll have you guys place stuff on there if you want to participate. That's a great idea. Okay, then Voltron, another old one because I remember this from when I was a baby.
Yeah, I'm going to be really biased on this one because Voltron is the very first one I ever saw. It's the reason I got into Power Rangers because obviously they have the the kind of like the Zord-like thing that comes together. I'm going to go with an A. I love Voltron, but it's I don't know what everybody else's take is on that.
And like Power
preface
Rangers,
things
sorry.
here.
And like Power Rangers, it's also an old show that's been changed into an American show.
I'm a big fan, but I have to agree with Sheepsidian here. Voltron is a C tier. If you know the lore behind how they put the anime together,
It's Go Lion and Die Rugger.
Yeah, they really copied and clipped.
It's two different shows, basically, isn't it?
Right.
Whereas Power Rangers was just taking Super Sentai footage and then filming other.
Now,
I even have the Die Rugger here too.
Wasn't it called? What's it called? Something Lion Go?
Yeah, Go Lion.
They ordered the wrong anime, and what what the studio got, they were like, okay, fuck it, we got to run with it. I think it was that Daltalian is what they ordered, which was also like a gestalt that had like a lion as the chest.
Yeah.
And then they got Go Lion instead, and they just ran with it.
And Die Rugger's more like vehicles and shit.
So I've heard C.
Yeah.
What were
C.
yours? So
I
two
said
C's.
A.
And Cloud, where were you? Don't say you haven't seen Voltron.
No, well, yes, but because it never really interested me.
No, it's iconic, but for me, it didn't interest me. I'd say put it B, or B or C, somewhere.
I'd say C.
What's between B and C? A, B.
I already know Jeremy's probably going to want to murder me.
B. He says B. So we've got mostly C's. So I'm guessing C. Right?
Yeah, there's 2 C's, 1 A, 1 B. So I guess we're gonna have to go with C.
C's.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a little biased on that one because it was my first.
Sorry.
Well, hearing what you guys said that it's actually clipped from other things because I thought it was just brought over as it was, but it was just named something different. But the fact that they had to tear it up and stuff, it really does take away that it's it's.
There's a few things that got completely changed when they got brought over. They didn't just do a translation dub; they completely changed the stories.
But I've
do you remember Samurai Pizza Cats? Did you guys get that?
Shin-Chan was another one where they just
no Samurai Pizza Cats. I just know that at one point my ringtone for my phone was the lion when they go down to do the lion. It has that like do type sound was my thing. I love that.
Peter Cullen does the narration to the intro. I mean, there's a lot of good things that it does, but when you look at what it is, it's ultimately just one big clip show. I mean, it's
that's fair. It's
I think that there's characters too. There's like a guy that is actually 2 characters in but they just use him as one. It's 2 brothers.
God, that's stuff you learn. Okay, next up, Yu-Gi-Oh. Now, obviously not as big as Pokemon, same time kind of period. But God, they must have sold a shit ton of cards.
Yeah.
And I probably have contributed to that.
I know like Lethal and Dermy both bang into it, but for me again, it was a kid show for me. I'm a bit older than y'all.
Well, I think we're the same age.
No, I don't think so.
I'm 38.
Yeah, I'm 42.
at 37.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're all somewhat in the same wheelhouse.
Yeah.
You know, I would.
Sorry,
I-
right.
No, I was just gonna say, me personally, I think it would be if I had to pick, I'd say B, but with the legacy because of all the cars and stuff, I'd probably honestly say it's more of an A. You know, taking my
Yeah.
bias out of it.
I'd agree with that. It is iconic. It is big. Lots of people know it.
I don't know if the anime is still going today, but I know that the card game is still going.
Mhm.
Yeah. I used to work at Target, and god damn, we'd sell so many of those. And the worst part is the people who have to clean up that section, because like people would just run over there, and 10 minutes later it would look like a hurricane hit the card section.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
And
don't know how
Pokemon
to
and
play
Yu-Gi-Oh
it.
cards would just be boxes here, there, tins all over. Oh god. And they were stolen too so much, man. I don't
Mhm.
know. We had a stack of empty tins that people had cut open and took the cards out of. And we were right up at the front, the cards where they were. So I was all like, man, these people, they want these cards enough that they're really risking it.
I once knew someone that at Target he'd take clothes, put packs in the clothes, go into the the fitting room, and open the packs there, and then just go back out and say, yeah, no, I don't want the clothes.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure, Cloud, you know somebody.
No, I'm telling you, I do.
I knew you looked familiar.
Is he you? It's all right. Statute of limitations is up.
Yeah. What's the statute of limitation on stealing Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Days?
It's honestly probably like
Hours?
5 years, like tops.
Okay, so I think I heard an A, but where's everybody here?
Yeah,
I would say A with the legacy.
I'd go A as well, because the first two, the regular Yu-Gi-Oh and then Yu-Gi-Oh GX were my favorites. After that, I stopped watching.
Yeah, I know they had the original. They had some dude in a red leather jacket, and then some dude with a black or blue jacket. I mean, I know there's multiple series. So
Once they started riding on motorbikes and dueling that way, I'm just like, I'm out. This is dumb.
Well, the only way dueling can get cooler is if you put bikes in there.
Is it? That's the only way.
Whenever I used to ride my bike, I'd be like, yeah, start whipping out my Yu-Gi-Oh cards on my Harley.
I wasn't expecting it to go there.
Roll up and there's a 1%er, and I'm all like, yeah, what you scoring? What's your deck looks like? Do you see my dick? No deck.
Yeah, as they're putting the handcuffs on you, you're going, it's time to duel. I got a fresh Jeremy meme.
Oh yeah.
The voice.
We're keeping this going. So, yeah, let me get my Photoshop up and ready to go, because this was one I'm bringing it back. Devil said I want to see this.
Yes. Oh my god.
That's exactly why I did it.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, God, that's a good one. Man.
Well, this comment certainly adds some credence to that meme.
Yes, it does.
With how young you are, you were probably you're on a regular bike, right, Derby? You weren't out there at 14 riding a Harley. Right. So we say I've heard plenty of A's. So 0, you're the last one. But
it was like too late for me, so I didn't really watch it. I just couldn't get into the whole trading card game thing at the time, and I saw it. I'm aware of it. I know people like it. I know my wife loved it, but for me, I don't have any say on it because I just didn't get to
So
Watch
A,
it.
because your wife loves it, or you're
Yeah,
sleeping on
Extra
the
Zero's
couch?
wife. What what should he say?
I like
I don't
you.
know, Lex.
I
If you're
won't.
watching, give me your rating on Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mm.
She was in here earlier. So.
No, my wife's boyfriend really likes it, so it's got to go in A.
Is that why Alex Stein followed you? He just needed to be somebody adjacent to Dante.
No, my wife's boyfriend says like, I like you. I want you. Are we going to do this the easy way?
And Kinzo's all, you have to wait till after I'm done smoking. Then at least I'm not going to remember.
I'll be in the wardrobe.
Did you at least buy me something nice? Okay, so one I wanted to put on here for one, I think Cloud had one he wanted to put on there. We didn't remember it, but maybe you guys will. It was Card Catchers.
Wait,
Card
where's
captors.
Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah, it's not on
Cowboy Bebop was supposed to be on here, and
I figured
Trigun.
Yeah, Trigun was.
Yeah, I did have Trigun. Why didn't I get the picture for? Okay, so we got a couple we're gonna put on.
Yeah,
Because I think when I sent you the list, I had Trigun on there. Don't know why.
yeah.
I didn't
You
get it.
you also have Sword Art, and you have Fairy Tale, which I've never seen or heard of.
Jeez.
Um,
So
Yeah,
I messed up. Somewhere I messed up.
noticed.
big.
I noticed Cowboy Bebop wasn't on there because that is my absolute personal favorite.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
gonna
so
slide
let's
that
do-
right next here.
Let's do the ones that dumbass me forgot to get the pictures for. Because I do remember putting them on the list, but for some reason, maybe I didn't put them on this list because the one on my phone is different than the one you guys got. So maybe that's where I messed up. I put them on there, but not on my phone. Damn it. Okay, so Cowboy Bebop. Now, obviously, that one is iconic. I mean, it's so good. So where would we put Cowboy Bebop?
S tier all day.
Yeah,
Spear?
it's my absolute favorite.
It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's very accessible. It's 2 tight seasons. Music is absolutely beautiful. I mean, if you're not an OST person, I think you could give anybody the soundtrack to Cowboy Bebop and they would find at least a dozen tracks they like. I love the characters. I love all of their arcs. I love how even a character like Faye, who isn't that likable at first, when you get that episode that kind of delves into her past a little bit without like hitting the nail on the head too much. I can't say enough good things about it. It's just one of those perfect shows. I think Big O also needs to be on here too. That wasn't on the list, but Cowboy Bebop's an S tier all day in my book.
I would agree.
Look who it is. Look who it is.
A.
E.
So what, Kinzo, Cloud, where do you think on that one? Cowboy Bebop.
I don't know because
S
I've never
tier.
seen it.
Oh,
Really? You've seen like everything else and you haven't.
I know,
You
right?
saw Card Catchers.
It's Card
Okay.
Captors.
Okay, so we got 2 S's. So Kinzo.
I said S. I said S also.
Okay, so 3 S's. Okay. So we'll put it in S. I'm gonna not, when I get done with this, I'm not gonna save it. I'm gonna go find those pictures and put it up there because that, like I said, I can't put out a list and say that we didn't put Cowboy Bebop on there. I totally didn't even notice I didn't put it on there.
Or I'm doing a response video.
Yeah. Oh boy. Every video I do, I got 6 responses.
I know, right?
Okay, next up, Fairy Tale. I've heard of it. I didn't see it, so I put it on there. But has anybody seen that?
I know what it is, but no, I've not watched much of it.
I don't know anything about that one, unfortunately.
So are we voiding that till and let the chat?
Let the chat decide.
Yeah, we might let
it.
Probably let
Okay.
the chat vote on that.
And then Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Yep. Another one. I have no idea.
Okay.
Another I don't know on for me.
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it. All I know is that it's essentially what Dot Hack Sign used to be.
Okay. And then Card Captures?
Card Captors.
Captors. Okay.
Card catchers? What?
I don't know. I swear
Card
I've never even
scratchers.
heard of until he mentioned it. So he
I
said it
can't-
was very popular. So
It was. There was tons of toys in Toys R Us. It was on Kids WB. I think it came on after Pokemon or before Sailor Moon or something.
Yeah, I remember it having.
I got to show you guys the feel good thing of the night. I hate to derail this, but so of course I posted Derm Tech USA. I got a few likes on there, but the one like that matters.
Oh no, not Lofty.
Oh, a new name. His makeup list.
I gotta add myself to that one.
I thought liking your own posts was frowned upon.
Hey, like Shaggy, it wasn't me.
I think in the case of Dermy, it's okay. It's acceptable.
No, he's insinuating that I'm Lofty Pixels.
No.
So card keepers, are we gonna let the chat decide on that one too? Because I can't in
Yes,
any way.
please.
I guess so. Even though I'd probably say it's a B.
Yeah, I've only heard of it. I don't know much about it.
Okay. Well, we'll put it in a B then, because I trust Cloud. I mean, he hasn't seen Cowboy Bebop, but for some reason I still trust it.
Yeah,
I'll
for
say
real.
you're playing loose on that one.
I think the funniest thing would be to find out Cloud's never seen Advent Children.
Oh, I've seen Advent Children. I watched it right after, because this is how I got into Final Fantasy VII. I played Kingdom Hearts, and I'm just like, oh, I learned about the characters. I'm like, because I never played it as a kid, and then I was just like, oh, I'd like to try and get it, and I looked at the used prices. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I had to sell the high seas on the PC to get it.
Go back to his Yu-Gi-Oh card stealing days.
I didn't steal it. It was my friend from high school.
It was my friend.
Okay. One I wanted to throw on here. I don't know if anyone else watched it. I watched it. I thought it was a pretty decent one. What about Seven Deadly Sins?
I haven't seen
Anybody
it.
else?
Haven't seen it.
Anyone else?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
either. I've seen the merchandise. They sell the stuff at like Target had it like last year. They had 7 Deadly Sins figures. I was like, what the hell is this?
They have a sexy princess. Anyway.
One of the figures was just like this big bear-looking dude with no shirt on. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I like the giant chick. She's like, I don't know what she would do with me, but I let her.
Snoo.
Okay, so since we have some down here in the void, why don't we look at the chat and we'll go through them, and you guys can decide where we put them. So Hunter x Hunter. Does anyone out there in the chat?
What about Trigun? You didn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Trigun
Trigun.
on there.
Darn, man, this is such a long list. I should have done like the American westernized animes from this 80s, westernized animes from the 90s, because it's such a long list. Okay, Trigun. Where do we feel about Trigun? I remember it. I called it by the wrong name, and Cloud had to set me straight.
Because you were calling
like,
it the name of the main character.
Yeah, I just remember.
We call it Vosh. The same.
It's just like I really like it, but then like looking at the list, all that we have in S tier is Cowboy Bebop, Gundam, and Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like Dragon Ball, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia better than Trigun. So going by the rest of this, so I think for me, it would be a B. It's probably on par with the ones that's in B tier.
I think I would agree with that. Yeah. Sheepsidian says Trigun is A.
Jonathan Davis came in clutch with.
Yes, I do really like it, but like I prefer Dragon Ball, Demon Slayer over.
I'm gonna save it for the end of the stream. And Jonathan Davis just kind of came in with a meme that summed up this evening.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm gonna agree with Sheep though. I think Trigun's an A. I don't think that I didn't like the end, but I liked the sum of the parts, and I like the characters a lot. I thought Vash was a really cool character, and
I do like his character. I do.
Finding out that he's a plant was kind of a mind fuck for its time. So
In fact, I'm playing this game right now that's anime-ish style. I'm trying to get Dermy to play, and I chose the dude with the guns because of that. Because when I was making,
What are you playing, Gungrave?
What?
Oh, is it Gungrave?
No, it's called Star Fantasy Online 2.
Oh,
and you
gotcha.
create your, and yeah, one of them you have double pistols, and I was all, dude, that I'm gonna do that because it was just in my head at the moment. Okay, Cloud, what do you think? We got A and we got 2 Bs.
I'd probably give it an A.
So we got split again. Well, I see a lot of A's, or I see Sheep says it's an A, so I'll put it in A. So okay, Trigon's there. I have to write these down, so give me a second. So because like I said, I am gonna put.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share out this Jonathan Davis meme because it's amazing.
Oh man, that's awesome. I hate you.
That
all.
is so good.
That's about sums it up for the evening. Dermy has been reeing for like the last half hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah, so the last 3 tier lists he has been.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's see. We're gonna go through the list of the void, and you guys help us out here because some of us we haven't seen these, and I agree. If no one's seen them on the group, then I don't want us to, So
What
Hunter
have we
X
got in the
Hunter.
void? Hunter x Hunter, Jujutsu Kaisen, Tokyo Ghoul, and Cumcatchers.
Cumcatchers?
What was it?
Card
Turd
nappers or
catchers.
something.
It's something like that. Turd scratchers.
Some catchers.
Card.
That is the Freudian slip of the decade, Kenzo.
That's the one.
So let's start with Hunter x Hunter. What do you guys feel on that?
I think that was as good as
Jeremy
Side
says
Squares.
Jeremy says it's C.
He says it's C. All right, we got a C from Dermis.
Speaking of Cumcatchers.
He said that. I didn't say that, Dermy. Don't put me back on the list.
I just imagine him like standing outside of Ron Jeremy's house with a bucket.
Like true pop cultures. Like
Yeah.
It looks like Dermy's the only one who's really seen it.
Okay. Well, I'll put it on C then, because that'll teach everyone else to not weigh in. All right.
Look, he's taking you further off the list.
Yeah. Now he's gonna erase me completely. Could do whatever Kaizen.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
That one.
Come catchers.
What about that? Is anyone out there? Dermy, yes, but anyone else also?
Yes, please don't make us rely on Dermy only.
Dermy would just say S. Just put...
Actually, when I first started talking to Dermy, was his idea for the show. Was I would just introduce stuff and he'd tell me where it went. Is a B. Okay, we got one B.
Sheep says B.
And A is. Did you say A, Dermy? Is that what it is?
He says A. He says Jujutsu Kaisen's an A. So
okay,
We got an A and a B.
We'll go with Sheepsidian.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went with you last time, Dermy.
Yeah, we
Okay.
did go with you last time, Dermy, so I think that's fair.
Okay, so B. Right? Is that? Yeah, you said B.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Next, Tokyo Ghoul. Does anyone out there
Tokyo
seen that?
Ghoul.
We got to call Gary and ask him what he thought of it because he said he liked it. So, I don't know.
I only saw 3, like I said, and it didn't interest me, and I didn't carry on watching
B
it.
or C. Okay, B or C. So let's get Dermy's take. B or C. So everyone's B or C on this. So
I'll go with C.
Okay, so we'll go B because Sheep said B and they said B or C. So we'll go B. Because they're all like B or C, and he's defended a B. So I mean, I'm gonna. All right, and then we have card captures.
Card captors.
Yeah, whatever. That one. You guys' favorite show, right? I mean, all of you seen it.
Goodness.
So has anyone in the
Checking
chat
in,
seen
they're
it?
like, is that even a thing?
So what does the chat think? Help us out.
Nothing so far.
It's gonna
Cum
stay in the
captured.
void.
Nice.
It's been voided because no one's seen it but Cloud.
Well, wait, she
guys
just
put
came
it
in
on
with a C. I think that's
Yeah,
just the C to put it out of its misery.
And Cloud, didn't you say it was C or did you say it was a B?
C for cum catcher.
I
So,
said it
okay.
was like a B.
Oh wait, well, Dermy's saying void.
Of course, Dermy saying void. We'll put Dermy
Okay,
in the
so-
void.
We
Yeah.
got C or a B here, guys. So who else? Jonathan, you wanna be the breaker here?
It has a catchy name.
Who are you more afraid of? Sheep or Cloud?
Oh, sorry, no, it's cum captors, isn't it?
For from now on, for the Get Ring streams, can you just put like Dermy's face on a thumbnail and put him in the void every episode?
What'll happen is if Dermy gets his way on this, like what'll happen is Sheep will send like a little note in Dermy's copy of ISOM 2. It's just like, I seen what you did.
I'm gonna put it in C because it obviously doesn't have too big of a legacy because literally the only person in history who's seen it is in fact Cloud. So we're gonna have to put it in C. Okay, then there was Fairy Tale and the last one was Sword Art Online. So Fairy Tale, how do you guys feel about Fairy Tale?
I've never seen or heard of it. to be
Yep.
honest.
I've heard of
Yeah,
it,
I
but I've never seen it.
I just looked up. I'm gonna just type in list of American, like animes
Mhm.
that are popular in America, and it came up. So I don't know anything of it either. D.
That's what I mean. I've seen it around the artworks all over the internet.
We got a B.
I'd say yeah, B.
B. So it looks like people say it's a B. So it's not the worst thing. That's okay. Okay, I'll okay. It's in B. So let me put these down. Any other memes or something? Why I put the
Guess not.
I think they've all been Dermy memes so far tonight, have they not?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, he is
Very memeable.
yeah, it's kind of like picking on the retarded kid. What was the last one we got?
Sword Art Online.
Sword Art Online.
And then I'll let you guys get away.
Dermy's Fairy Tale is A.
So
Oh,
So
Lord.
what does the chat say about that one? What do we got for?
I mean, nobody's weighed in yet. I'm sure it'll get like the C. I mean, I did watch Dot Hack.
A.
Yeah, I see.
No, he's saying it's an A. I mean,
Yeah. Chart should be void.
So Jonathan Davis says C unless you played MMOs.
Yeah, I know that it has games attached to it, and there's people who like the game, so
Sheep said it shouldn't chart. I mean,
unapologetically bad.
Because isn't it like Dot Hack where somebody's like trapped in the game, or is
Yeah, like I think people go into the game to play like it, and then somebody hacks it and traps them in there, or something. I like to say I haven't seen it, so I'm.
Because I mean, like I enjoyed Dot Hack, but I'd still give like Dot Hack like a B- or a C, just because it's a little too pretentious for its own good to be enjoyable. But, yeah, like it's like, oh my god, it's that bad type of anime drama. So it's like, to me, I never bothered with Sword Art because it just seemed like a retread of that, and I was like, I don't want that story again,
Yeah.
And I thought Dot Hack was better as a game than an anime, to be honest.
Wow, it literally takes place in the year 2022, where thousands of people get trapped in a new virtual MMORPG. The year 2022. The irony of that.
Yeah.
Jeremy's fighting for it. He's all saying, "Hey."
He says Sword Art Online is an A. It's a fantastic story, and the only reason it's an S because it has held up the sequel series of Excel World. Sheep then counters with Sword Art is dot hack if it were written by a team of fanfic writers and directed by the Gotham Knights team.
Oh,
wow.
Jonathan says there are better Sword Art Online clones. So yeah, I mean, I'm
So
I trust,
D?
I
Should it
trust
be our
Sheep.
first D or C?
I'm gonna say Jonathan and Sheep. You make that call because it sounds like you guys are in the know.
Yeah, let's give it a D. I think
D.
Because we haven't got any.
Because Sheep says it should be in the void, so it's and Dermy says it should be in A, so we're just gonna not consider that because he's being.
Well, how about them
Dermy.
guys? Them guys rate it quite low, so put it in D. And Dermy also loves the D.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So yeah. All right. So Sword Art goes in D. All right. Another thing for Dermy to say we're awful about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, and then I'm gonna throw out there 7 Deadly Sins. I don't know. I might be just with card whatever in the void with that one.
Jonathan says D sounds good, so I'm going to say between Sheep and Jonathan.
Yeah, well, we'll give it the D. It's not dead to us, but
So she points out someone hacked the log out button in Sword Art, and Kintaro has the technical know-how, but doesn't put the log out back in. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad plot hole there. Okay, what about 7 Deadly Sins? Does anyone care about that, or was it just me? Am I the only one who saw it?
Hey, you're the only one who saw it, dude.
Sea Cloud, I have one too. All right, so it stays in the void, it looks like. Okay, so I got to put those two in the void, then D tier. I gotta remember to write those down.
You said you saw it. What do you think?
Yeah,
my opinion don't matter.
Yeah, it does. If you're the only one
You're
that's
the
seen it.
tiebreaker. So if nobody's seen it but you, then you're the de facto tiebreaker on the panel.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was clever. But
you don't want to go back on Dermy's list, so
For me, it was just one of those
very
ones.
Careful.
It was just one of those ones I just chose not really to watch because I watched so many other cartoons and anime as it is. It's just one that didn't really do it for me.
And I hated that. The one thing I really hated about it was that it only lasted, I think, 2 seasons, and then they started doing movies instead of the actual thing, and that frustrated shit out of me because I hate when I get into something and then it's just cut off like that. It just, I guess I would say it's a C, maybe a B. I definitely don't think it's on the same level as like Demon Slayer and Dragon Ball Z. I'll put it in C. I'll put it in C. Like I said, I liked it, but I also, if everyone's not seen it, it's not resonating with that many people. So it's not, Legacy's not that big.
I mean, I put it on my list. I'm gonna watch it since I haven't seen it, see what it's like.
It has 7 seasons on Netflix, for real?
Really?
Then I'm gonna have to go to Netflix. I didn't even know I only saw I didn't even think it was on anymore. I'll check it out then. Maybe maybe they took a pause and I'm an idiot. Anyway, okay, I'll have to check that out because I was liking it.
It is on Netflix.
Yeah. I like the big chick, like I said, the giant chick. Like I said, I'm one of those freaks that like I want a girl to like beat the shit out of me. So I keep you like that.
All right.
So
what the hell?
Yeah, it's the weird term. Anyway, so I'll put it in C. But okay. So there's our list. Is there any you guys want to change? Any that you're reconsidering moving up or down? Anything?
I don't know. I'd probably put DBZ or at least all the Dragon Ball into S.
I don't think I can make that move.
I actually would argue if we're gonna have Pokemon in S, it's not fair to have Dragon Ball Z at
but
A.
again, Pokemon has a farther voice than
I-
a lot of the rest of these because
I disagree with that. I heavily
Dragon
disagree
Ball
with
is
that. Yeah, Dragon Ball is like the anime that people that don't like anime watch.
Yeah.
I know, but like again, my argument is like a random person off the street. Are they going to know what Dragon Ball Z is?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think if
sure,
you
man.
say Kamehameha, people will know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think
grandkids
as much as
did that.
Pokemon though. And this is not me like making an argument that I think Pokemon's the bestest ever. That's not it.
But all S's aren't created equal. It's just you have to judge it on the criteria. And if, like I said, if you're talking about legacy as a huge legacy, it had a huge
I
fan
don't
base.
disagree.
And
It has
also, Dragon Ball almost has as much reach in video games as
that's
Pokemon
true.
does.
Lots
I mean,
of
if you
video
look
games.
almost, but it doesn't though.
But
there's
it's
there's like
still one of the
6
best-selling
mobile games.
franchises.
There's like dozens of console games.
This is going to be my lofty take, isn't it?
Yes,
Not
this is
one.
your
We're
lofty take.
all kind of having them a little bit, but I mean,
like I said,
so
I like Dragon Ball. I just I don't think it has.
let me read this.
The
to
legacy
you.
of Pokemon, not as
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and Dragon Ball Fighter Z have each surpassed cumulative shipments of 10 million copies worldwide, and that's just for physical. So that's massive. And that's an Arc Systems fighting game.
I have
too.
more Dragon Ball shirts than I do any other anime shirts.
So, Cloud, do you think we should shift it into S?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, why am I trying to do it on that screen again? God, I'm an idiot. Okay, boom. All right, everything else good? Are we?
I mean, Jonathan Davis is making the case that he thinks Full Metal should be moved to an S tier, and I'm partially inclined to agree with that, given again,
CJ, what's up?
I think that it is. The thing though is Full Metal is not as prolific as Gundam, Dragon Ball, or Pokemon, but I think maybe we should reconsider it being an A for a second.
Which one?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay.
We also have not pictured Cowboy Bebop in there, so.
Oh yeah, Cowboy Bebop's S too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cowboy's up there. And CJ, the reason we gave it a Voltron down there is because they were pointing out that it was actually cut up from other animes. It wasn't like an actual, like they took an anime and just brought it over. It's like literally clip art, I guess. So they were pointing out some of the bad things. But on story, I would say it would be higher, but that is a consideration that it is like technically a made up anime from other,
like a Frankenstein anime.
Yeah, Frankenstein anime. But otherwise, I'd agree. That was the 80s. I agree. I 100% agree. The 80s Voltron was badass. Like I said, it was my ringtone.
Yeah, I loved Voltron, and when it first came out, that was literally the first one I ever watched. But I didn't know that it was like pieced together like that. I had no idea until just now.
Yeah, CJP says Robotech, same thing. And if Robotech was on this list, I would hold it to the same standard. In all honesty,
I should have put Voltron on the because I'm gonna do large robots and mech.
Don't do that one. Don't do that while I'm on vacation, please.
I won't. And I should have put Voltron on that one, to be honest, because that I think I already had it on the list.
There too. It can be on.
Yeah, because there is going to be a list that has all different Gundams. It's going to have Robotech. It's going to now have Voltron. It's going to have Evangelion 2. It's going to have Zoids, I believe. It's going to have all those. Well, no, because that's not a anime.
It's not anime, but they have big gay robots.
I bet if we look, there probably is some, but alternative comics that called Big Gay Robots out there.
I mean, it is 2023. Give it time.
Yeah. I'm about to say, fuck. We already got a non-binary fucking transformer.
Yeah.
Don't get me started
It's
on
a
that.
machine. Shouldn't it be non-binary anyway? Like, what the fuck?
It's trans
Well,
non-binary.
the thing is like the IDW writers. I could do a whole thing on that.
Oh yeah.
But I agree with you, CJ.
I'm Ryan. Check out my stuff. I'm one of the biggest Transformers collectors on the East Coast, and
Are you really? Like,
yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, legitimately. Like, I got
he's
this guy in today.
He's
MTG.
wearing Transformers underwear right now.
Yeah,
No.
his Transformers underoo.
I got.
It's got a Transformers
my minor
thong
Megatron and Senator Ratbat here. I just got in.
He's got a Transformers
And then,
lunchbox.
I love Transformers, and
I wish I had a lunchbox.
it's so stupid what
Well, yeah, it's the IDW writers, James Roberts and Alex Milne really pushed a lot of that with the last run. After it went from Dreamwave to IDW, and then they got a whole bunch of stands involved in the community. And I try to go to as many TF cons as I have, and those weirdos have ruined the artist room for what should be a family convention. And the same people arguing that, oh, well, they're robots, they shouldn't have genders, are drawing them with phalluses and orifices and full-on penetration, and they're selling this stuff open book in a family-friendly convention. And it's just, I don't like those people being a part of any fandom.
No.
Star Blazers. I don't know if I've heard of Star Blazers.
Yeah, I haven't either. The only one I would say, one omission that I think should have been on here was Outlaw Star. But I would have just said that's a B tier. It's like Cowboy Bebop, Trigun Light.
I was gonna say, wouldn't Transformers be technically an anime? Because didn't they bring it over from Japan?
Sunbow did it. They brought the Diaclone toys over from Japan. They repurposed them. There was a lot of that where they brought over Japanese toy lines. Transformers is actually kind of an amalgamation of Diaclone, Micro Change, Micromasters, which also came out over here, and then some other toy lines like Jetfire. Well, he was Skyfire in the show. Was they took one of the Bandai molds that they could get licensed for, one of the Valkyries, and made that into Jetfire over here. And then Shockwave was actually a Radio Shack toy. I think he was called Galaxy Man, and they just repainted him purple and put him in there. But Sunbow Animation did the first 2 seasons, and then season 3 was partially Sunbow, and the studio that did Macross did a few of the episodes.
CJP says he's always talking about Battleship Yamato. I've never seen that yet, but he loves that.
Yeah. Well, Speed Racer and what was
Speed
the
Racer,
one that G-Force, was it G-Force over here?
Oh, it sounds familiar, the name, but God, I can't place
forget what it was.
What was it about.
Was it Gotcha Man?
The one with the people with the bird helmets, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that G-Force? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Battle of Planets.
We can do those if you guys even, if
I'm running
anyone has an
short
opinion on them.
Time myself.
Yeah, I think we're just getting too late to do everyone, guys. I'm sorry. I really try to be comprehensive with these lists. I try, but I'm always gonna miss them. So you can send me hate mail. Dermy already has.
I'm looking forward to the video tomorrow. So
who knows? What are you
might
talking about tomorrow in 2 hours?
Yeah.
Well, it's already tomorrow for me now.
Poor Kenzo. It's like 5 a.m. for the man. He's
no, not quite. It's like
I was also surprised that Death Note wasn't on the list.
It was
on the
it
doc.
was on the list. It was on the doc.
It was, yeah.
God. I'm gonna stop messing up soon here, guys. Just hold on. Don't leave me now.
Amateur shit is out of control here.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, I'll say
no,
it.
I'm really
control.
I'm really kidding. Because your intro. So obviously I was on the very first panel. Your intro is already better. You sounded super nervous the first one.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Back in 1 second, guys.
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because I was reading it. Because anyone who knows me at all, I am horrible at reading because I'm dyslexic. I can read. I just read very slowly, and I got nervous, so I was like, I'm gonna make a little script of what I have to say, and that's what was doing it. Was trying to read from the script. So after that I told Zero, I said, I'm gonna wing it. I'm not gonna read anything anymore. That's why he reads the instructions, because even if I read it 6 times, I'm still gonna sit there and want to read it, and I'll start, it'll sound like I'm like nervous. So yeah, I have to stay away from reading. It was my fault. But
yes, some people thrive off of, making a script and stuff like that. I do it pretty much more like Ryan Kindle does. I just fire up the camera and I just go. I feel like a script gets in my way personally.
Yeah, I just do notes for figure action. I don't do any script really.
Yeah.
But I also do kind of public speaking for work on occasion, so it's a natural thing for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's our list, guys. Maybe I'll do a number 2 if there's enough people have other things.
I think
or
what we should do is save this as a draft, and we should do a revisited, and we bring in Dermy, and we also include the missed anime. So what we do is we start off with the current ranking, and then at the end we have the option to move things around. So I think this needs a part 2.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea. I think that'd be a good idea.
The Dermdemption. I'll make a
Dermdemption. The Dermdemption.
Yeah. You know that meme of like a person that I think it was like a Soy Jack or one of them. They're like moving around like a crab. I just pictured Dermy just spurging out like that.
Yeah, like when Swiper goes crazy, clamping his claws.
Oh no!
Jonathan Davis strikes again.
My pronouns are back, doggo.
Not that weirdo in the military.
I got to share Clouds too, because he got a good one out.
Oh, you got one, Cloud?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can play the audio on this one. Where'd it go? It's in my notifications. That's one thing I dislike about Twitter now. It's like sometimes it's like you got to go to people's replies to see what it was that they tweeted. It's the dumbest thing. Damn, here it is. There we go. All right, let me rewind it here. There we go. All right, let me share this out. Are you guys getting the audio?
No.
No, it's. Did you not?
Let's see.
Hello?
I know, dead air.
There he is. Sorry. I had to do share system audio. It wasn't toggled.
Chip, you know what? You just made the list. Chip, you know what?
That's good. Don't want to be back on the list.
I kind of live on Dermy's list, so whatever.
I mean, I've probably gotten myself on his permanent shit list after the show kicked off. So
I was technically on his list beforehand, before the Paranormal Activity. I just think that cemented the permanent list. So now I'm
I won't. Not this time. Yeah, I will not forget this time. Okay, so let's do outros. I want you guys to pitch everything you got. Give us sell people on you. So Kenzo, you're up first.
Hey, I'm Kenzo. Art by Kenzo on Twitter and on YouTube. I do have a channel where I upload some animated content I've been making lately, and I will have a lot more that I'll be posting over the next few months. I've only just passed the 100 subscribers mark, I think last night, and I'm up to 108. So if you like what you see on my channel, consider giving me a subscribe and all the other YouTube stuff.
Yep. Catch him on the meme stream every Saturday.
That's right, yeah. And also sometimes catch me on Sundays on the Ginger Ninjas art stream. But yeah, it's been dope. Thanks for inviting me on, man. I had a good time.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for coming on. And look out for his line of bud. It's coming out here soon.
And also, yeah, me and Dammy have started doing sort of a build stream, like late night, very late night for you guys, but it's a morning one for me. And I think we're going to have another go doing that on Friday morning. But I think he may be a little bit more upset with me now after my takes.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to show up. Okay, Cloud, what about you, man? What do you got to pitch?
I mean, not really much, but you can find me on Twitter, XACloud1990. Actually, really, you can find me that on everything. And you can also see me memeing on Side Scrollers, Tuesday Night's Main Event, pretty much whatever.
And tell them about your OnlyFans.
I don't have an OnlyFans.
It's called Up in the Cloud. It's actually really reasonably priced.
He just reposts images like from Rule 34.
And you get to guess what's in the cloud.
Yeah, every week it's all what's in cloud this week. Dermy gave it 4 back tacos out of 5. So.
Oh God.
Okay.
Is it Wedge or Biggs?
All right, Ryan.
All right. I am Ryan. You can obviously see down in the little tag there below. Catch us tomorrow on Legion Talk. We're going to be discussing Game of Thrones season 4, episode number 4. It's going to be Joker voice, Know Me Without You, Tyler the Redbeard. I don't believe Shadow can make it, and I believe Mr. Grant Gregory is going to be able to make this one. Also, if you like, that's my pop culture channel. If you like political takes, that's Legion Wire, and also I have a channel called Legion Teaches History because most kids today are retarded, and they don't know what actual history is because they call everybody the N-word, N-A-Z-I word. So I actually discuss real history.
And no OnlyFans. Okay, fine.
You know what? You want to hear something funny? Is that I've been kind of dared to start a feet finder page, and I swear to God, people are daring me to do it, and I'm like, I almost want to do it just to see if what would happen, if people would actually subscribe, because apparently there are weirdos everywhere, and they're like, oh no, there'd be an audience for that. I'm like, are you kidding me? They're like, no, there'd be an audience for that.
If you started, I'll send you my foot pic. I'll be your first.
That's not how it works. They want me to post mine. I'm like, why? Feet are gross. I don't get it.
I thought you said you find feet.
No, it's called feetfinder.com. Apparently there's a website like OnlyFans where you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can get your little niche out.
I know
that'll be my unface reveal.
Wiki feet.
Oh, I know, right? I didn't know Wiki Feet was a thing until a couple years ago.
I thought it was a joke, like a meme, and then I was all, oh my
real.
God, it's actually real gross.
Really real, yeah.
Okay, you spend most of your time on Grindr still, Devil.
Yeah. So I'm like a platinum member. It's you don't know how hard I had to work to get to that.
From Grindr to Hoagie.
There it was 12 in one night to get my classification. Extra Zero, what do you got?
So you can catch me on the Legion Memers streams. I'm the producer for the Legion of Memers. So on the Saturday and Tuesday streams, you'll find me there, except when I'm on vacation. So I'm going to be on vacation in just a couple weeks. I'm excited about it. First wedding anniversary. So it's good stuff. But you can also find me on the Figure Action podcast. We have a new show coming up this Thursday, 9:00 Eastern. If you're into collecting, we talk Transformers, we talk Marvel Legends Black Series, Hot Toys, Sideshow, Storm Collectibles, you name it, anything pertinent or big in the industry, we're covering. G.I. Joe Classified's another big one. So come check us out if you're into that sort of stuff. And then, of course, you can find me here on Get Ranked every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. So, and also check me out on Twitter, Extra008. Hopefully Twitter doesn't have a massive whatever the fuck it's been doing the past couple days. Because that's the place for memes. Otherwise, I'll be starting an Instagram for my meme content. So if I do that, I'll start sharing it out. But for now, Extra08 on Twitter if you want to check out my memes.
Okay.
There's some solid memes, dude.
Appreciate it.
Really, really good memes. I'm Devil Made Me Do It, and Alec3 on the Twitter. If you like memes, you can check it out. Please do hit the like and subscribe to Beelzehub. And we will see you next week. Next week's show will be, I believe, comic book characters, bug themed. So Spider-Man, anyone that is bug themed, we're gonna do them. We're gonna break comics books down as much as we can because there's so many. And I can't remember who I have on that, so I'll tell you during the week. But yes, so please tune in next week for that, and we will see you all later. Bye.
See ya.
In 3